California is experiencing a whooping cough epidemic, the worst in 60 years. 10 babies have died throughout the state, and more than 7,000 people have become sick, nearly 1,000 in San Diego County alone. KPBS and the Watchdog Institute at SDSU have spent the last 4 months investigating this epidemic, and two of the reporters, Joanne, Faryon, and Crowe, are here to talk about their findings. Welcome to you both. And Joanne, what is it that you wanted to find out about the epidemic?
Well, we wanted to find out who was getting sick. We had done some stories months back identifying, at least in San Diego County, that a number of the people who got whooping cough were already immunized. So the big question was this just San Diego County, or was this part of a larger trend?
Well, what has changed that's led to this increase?
Well, I think that's really the question, and a question that a lot of people don't have the answer to, and that was a big part of our investigation. Looking back at historical data, this was a disease that 30 years ago was nearly wiped out. So what's changed between now and the 1970s?
So, Kevin, you went to county and state officials to get data about people who are getting whooping cough. First of all, what did you want to find out?
Well, when Joanne had originally gotten a set of data from the San Diego County Department of Public Health that was very detailed, and it told us how many cases were in people who had been immunized, how many weren't, and so they submit that data to the California Department of Public Health. And so we wanted to find out statewide, on a county level, what different counties were seeing as far as this epidemic goes. However, when we got the state data, we found that it was lacking. And there were immunization history was unknown for a majority of the cases that had been reported in California thus far.
Okay, so what we do know is how many people are getting sick. Do we have that information?
Yes.
And how many of those who got sick were immunized?
Right.
We know that. So what did that tell you about the disease?
Well, it told us that there were a fair percentage of people who had been immunized against whooping cough that were actually coming down with it.
All right. Now, you actually discussed all of this with a family who had a child who has a disease, right?
That's right. So Kevin and I are also working on a documentary about the epidemic. We did meet a family whose baby at just 23 days old was diagnosed with whooping cough. And as our audience probably does know at this point in the epidemic, that this disease is most dangerous for babies that age. So I want you now to meet the family. We have a clip, and how they describe why they knew something just wasn't right with their son.
With our other two sons, and I know every child grows different, but just with our other two sons, they never really got a cold that young, and so it just seems like this cold was just like, it was just affecting his breathing, and so that was our main concern.
I want to tell you, Gloria, 2 days after that interview, their son, baby Matthew, was hospitalized. He did go to the hospital with a fever. In the documentary, we follow the progression of the disease. We also show you sort of what happens in the end. And obviously, this is sort of the age group that health officials are worried about. This is why really getting to the bottom of this epidemic and answering some of these questions is so important.
Kevin, when you began requesting the numbers, what kind of response did you get?
Well, when we saw that the state data was lacking, we started going out to the counties. That's what they instructed us to do. They said, hey, the more accurate data is at the county level. So we sent out requests to 19 counties, counties who had high numbers of whooping cough, and the results were interesting. We got detailed data from 7 counties and some aggregate information from another 2, and the others said we're not going to release the information or we don't have the information. So, but what we found on a county-by-county basis was between 40 and 80% of the people who had gotten pertussis had been immunized.
All right, so that was the conclusion that you came away with.
Right.
And you dug a little more deeply, Joanne, for the documentary. You actually went to the Netherlands.
That's right. For 15 years, Dutch scientists have been studying why are we seeing more cases of pertussis, not just in California, but worldwide. In fact, the Netherlands went through its own epidemic back in 1996. So the equivalent of the CDC in the Netherlands, that group of scientists have been saying, okay, what's changed? What is different now? Like Kevin was saying, just as in California where they were finding communities, immunized communities getting sick, they're finding that elsewhere in the world as well. Those scientists have a theory that the disease is changing, and you'll see a lot more of that about that in our reports, both on radio and the television documentary.
Okay, so let's find out a little bit more about the reports. Since we are wrapping it up during this segment, when will we see the documentary, and where and when will we have other reports?
Our coverage begins on Monday on our website, kpbs.org/whooping-cough. Tuesday morning, you'll start hearing some of these stories on radio, KPBS radio. You'll also be able to go to Watchdog Institute's website, which Kevin is...
Right. www.watchdoginstitute.org.
Okay.
And then finally, the documentary, a co-production with the Watchdog Institute that airs Thursday night on KPBS television at 9:30.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, Joanne Faryon and Kevin Crowe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gloria.